guys, what is going on? Jordan here, and today we have a pretty cool video, long overdue. I got the last piece for my exhaust. It's been over 2 months since I've gotten the rest of my exhaust, but yeah, so right here we have SR20 ISR downpipe. I don't have an SR20, but I'm pretty sure that this will fit on the KA24DE, so I'll be able to confirm that for you guys in this video. So I guess we'll start over here. This is a 3-inch ISR exhaust. We got the blast pipes, the mid pipe, the test pipe, the down pipe, and then they include 2 gaskets. I wasn't sure if they would or not, and the bolts for it. And then when I got the exhaust from my friend, it only came with 1 gasket and it was pretty crushed, so I just got 2 more. I think these are vibrant, and then bolts. So yeah, welds look really good. ISR kind of has a bad reputation, I guess, just because they're cheaper, so people automatically assume that that is less quality. But from what I've seen on other people's parts, and just on here, it's really good. The finish is really good. This stuff's been heat cycled, but I mean, like, the TIGs are good, and I'm excited to hear how this sounds. This will be my first real exhaust since my Mazda Speed Protege. On that I had a cork sport exhaust, which is really like a cat back that was welded to the stock exhaust. So that was pretty cool. But then on my E46, it was just, I had all the cats and mufflers cut out and replaced, and with a muffler. So that was pretty exhaust leaky, and it didn't sound very good. So I'm excited to finally have a nice exhaust, and I'll be able to use this exhaust on any Nissan engine. Like if I go RB or SR, I'll be able to still use this exhaust. One thing that why I wouldn't go JZ is because you're pretty limited on exhausts, because the turbo is on the other side of the engine, so then you have to go the exhaust has to go across. Yeah, I don't know. So the exhaust that's on my car right now is custom straight pipe, where someone just took a bunch of pipe from Menards or something, and they cut the muffler off of an HKS high power, which is a really nice muffler, but like they mounted it badly, so like it sits this far off the ground and it just scrapes and hits on everything, and it sounds really bad. And they mounted it really low, so it looks ricey, and the tip is massive. I already took the old exhaust off prior to filming this, so it's not like the other videos where I, go over the parts, say what we're gonna do, and then like I can't get the old part off because of 1 bolt, and it's always 1 bolt, and then we can't do that. Kind of like what happened with the coilovers and the diff. So I already took that off, which was smart because so basically the exhaust, because it's janky, and when I went under there, it's the triangle, and then there's 1 stud on the manifold, and then there's 2 holes for bolts and nuts and bolts, whatever, and there were 2 nuts and bolts missing, so it was just the 1 stud with the screw on it, or not the screw, the nut. So it took a little bit of finessing, but I was able to get that off, and then I got the exhaust off. But the car was too far back in the garage, and it's like below 0, so I put the car down and I was just gonna pull it out from underneath, but like it's kind of like stuck because it goes up. So I had to move the car forward so I could jack up the rear, but I have to put it on 2 blocks of wood. And when I went to go start the car, it started, and then when I let the clutch out to go up the boards, it stalled, and now it won't start. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go attempt to put in the down pipe and the test pipe to see if maybe it's a back pressure problem, which I doubt, but you know, you never know, so I think it's at least worth a try. It's a week later. I didn't have a chance to do this or get like sound clips throughout the week because I was too busy working, and now I have the chance, so I'm going to do that. I didn't record me, well, I stopped recording me installing it because you really couldn't see me, and like the angle wasn't very good, and it's just like bolting it up, and I really wasn't too sure what I was doing. Like I knew I was bolting it up, but I didn't know how well it would fit. So we'll talk about the fitment. The SR20 downpipe does not work with the KA. I wasn't sure if it would or not because they like share a lot of the same stuff like engine mounts, but it's close. But like you got like the flange for the downpipe like this, and then the rest of the exhaust, like the test pipe, lines up like that. So I had to like, or like this, so I had to like tilt it. That's why it is kind of crooked. And then I had to like loosen up all the bolts and then like progressively tighten them through evenly to get it like so it would like line up the best that it could, but not like force it to the point where it would like warp the exhaust when it gets hot. So at the manifold there's a little leak, and then there's a leak by the test pipe, but then I think the axle back and the mid pipe are good. Another thing, when it did that, I don't know how well you can see, hold on, there, it kind of like touches the diff. It wouldn't do that normally, but because I had to kind of like rig it up for now, it does touch. So I cut out a piece of heat wrap from my heat shield on my manifold, and then I zip tied that to it, and that helped because I didn't want like vibrations or anything. So the exhaust sounds really good. It's just really loud, which I mean it's full straight pipe, so NA, so it's like super loud. And if I was gonna keep it NA, I would definitely like have the test pipe replaced with a cat. But when we're boosted, I don't know. I'm gonna try it straight piped. If it's too loud, then I'll put a cat in. But honestly, straight piped turbo cars sound good, so I'll probably leave it. So yeah, this like isn't mounted up properly, but it doesn't really matter because I'm only gonna be driving the car 4 other times aside from what we're about to do. So yeah, downshifting feels better. Actually, the car feels faster, like in the high end, and torqueier. And I don't really believe in that whole placebo effect of like your car is louder so it feels faster, because like I feel like if you have a slow, like this applies to slow cars like below 200 horsepower, where the car actually feels faster if the exhaust is quieter, because the exhaust isn't like overpowering like the sensation of going fast. But it really does feel a lot better, and like downshifts feel a lot better, they sound a lot better, like the car just sounds a lot better. And you might hear like some flappiness, and that's just going to be the exhaust leaks. Also, my favorite part of this exhaust is it does gunshots. If you have me on Snapchat, you would have seen that, or I might post on Instagram, I don't know. So there's this, like, it's called Main Street. It's just like this old street in our town that has like a bunch of buildings that are like all like together. Like, I don't know, a lot of towns probably have that, but like it's just like one street, and it was nighttime, and then me and Jordan, the coding cowboy, we went down there just backfiring and echoing off all the buildings, and there were immediately cops everywhere and sirens, so we had to dip real fast. And then like I pulled into a parking lot and then went back the way we came, and there was like cops like driving by in the direction that we were going. So sorry about my asthma. It gets really hard to vlog continuously, but yeah, so I can't wait to wreak all this havoc when we have the welded diff in too, and just be an annoyance to my town. But I'll give you a nice cold start right here, and we'll get some exhaust clips. Open diff sucks, and having stock sway bars sucks. It's just so unpredictable. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those clips. I tried to get just about as many things as possible, like a dig, a flyby. I tried to really make sure that you can hear the backfires, which, like, it's the most intoxicating thing ever. Like, yeah, and then, like, the only thing I didn't get to do was, like, an outside of the car, just doing some donuts or whatever. As you can see, I ran out of light, so I hope, you know, you're happy with these clips. In the video, it sounds like a lot more, like, raspy or high-pitched, but, like, in person, it's more, like, a little deeper. I don't even know how to explain it, but that's just kind of something that videos do. But we won't have to really, because, like, I don't know, the iPhone microphone isn't very good for recording cars, but we won't have to worry about that for much longer because I'm going to be getting a camera soon, and then I'll get, like, a really nice external microphone, so then the audio will be a lot better. I think that's about it. Final thoughts. I really like the exhaust. Sounds really good. I wish the video could show it. Obviously it could sound a lot better if I had a turbo, but you know, we're working on it. So I think that's all that I wanted to say. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. Drop a like if you enjoyed. And remember, bros, keep moving backwards.